Welcome to part 5 of my Firework Stash 2019. I had a recent visit to Cheltenham Fireworks to pick up some bits that I ordered quite a long time ago. I ended up picking up a few more bits as I usually do. Some pieces you will have probably seen before in my stashes. The first one being the Hong Kong candles. I had these last year. They come in 4 different varieties, and out of all of them I prefer the pink cocoa variety. So the plan is to have 3 of the same here. We'll construct some small little device to fan them out in a sort of trident sort of formation, and it should look okay. They've got some good height to them, and with them being pink as well, nice colour, something a bit different. Obviously they do them in blue. And they do them in a crackle and is it a silver or a gold, or maybe both actually. And out of all of them, personally I prefer the pink. It's the most vibrant of the lot in my opinion. So I've got 3 of those. Oh yeah, I'll show you the NEC on those. So obviously they're Cat 3 candles, so you're going to have to, like I say, they've got good height to them, so you're going to have them 25 metres back, and each candle's 68 grams NEC. I can't remember how many shots. It's around about 10 shots or thereabouts, I think. But it's not on there. But the videos are on my YouTube from last year, so have a scroll through and see what you think. I'm pretty sure this one's new for 2019. Absolute Fireworks Night Tails, as it says there, 25 shots. I saw this at Cheltenham Fireworks demo night earlier. Was it this month? Yeah, earlier in the month. It's a great little low noise cake. As it suggests, it's their ponytails basically. I think they're a golden colour as well. So it's a low noise effect. And with me having quite a few children this year, we'll be firing some more sort of low noise effects and more novelty stuff just to keep them entertained. So this is something a bit different, so not massive breaks and not loud, so that's why I've chose it. Obviously it's a category 2, so you can have this fairly close. 8 metres I think is the minimum. I'd put it back a bit further though, because you don't want to be right on top of the effect, and they do go quite high. So as it says there, so Cat 2, 192 grams of NEC. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Like I say, that probably go at the beginning of the display with it being Cat 2, and I would say bore size wise it is about 20 millimeters. And like I say, I've seen this live, so I know it's going to be fine. Another new one for this year. Everybody knows I love crossets, and this is a new one for this year, Crisscross. Again, I saw this at Cheltenham Fireworks demo night earlier in the month, and loved it. It's just a different version of colourful crosset, if you remember that one, which was red and green. This one is, although it's a green, it's more of like a laser lime colour, so like lime and purple crossettes. And the breaks are so nice and even as well. I've got the video from the demo night if you want to have a look at it. It has attracted quite a lot of attention this year. As it suggests there, category 2, 300 grams NEC in total. And it's low noise. I mean, it does make some noise when the crossets break, but I wouldn't consider it loud, and it won't be too offensive to anyone. So there you go. So it's a 34-second duration, 25 shots in total. It says 15 meters safety distance, and it's got a height of 25 meters there. And again, 20 millimeter bore like the previous one. So that's a Crisscross, new for this year. Then I don't think this one is new, but there was an offer on, and it looked good for the kids. I have looked at the video. It's a multicolour break effect cake, and there's some glitter in there as well. It's got a good duration as well, so just over 30 seconds I think. So it's aimed at kids. It's nice and colourful. It's not too offensive noise wise, but obviously it will be loud because there's brakes. Again, it's category 2. I would hazard a guess that that's another 20mm bore cake as well. So, you know, you're going to get decent sized brakes. So yeah, Cat 2 NEC 183 grams in total there, and it recommends 8 meters. But again, you don't want to be sat right on top of it, having to crane your neck too high. So, you know, you could put it further back if you've got the space. But perfectly fine for the smaller garden there. So that's Happy Trolls, and again, that's from Absolute Fireworks. Moving on. Well, actually, I'll just go. I got some new ice fountains because I ran out. So these are from Prestigious Pyrotechnics. And as they suggest, smokeless. You can use them indoors, outdoors. I use them for like birthday parties, and but you can use them outdoors if you want to do some kind of like row of fountains. They'd be perfectly fine to sort of use, and they can stick in the ground quite easy. So I'll probably get through them in the space of the year anyway. So Galleon here. Again, this is another Klasek cake, but it's slightly different. I did see this last year live at Jorge and Fireworks' demo night. I didn't buy it because I already had some other Klasek cakes, but it's on my list this year. It's slightly different, this Klasek cake, in that the crossettes have all got comic tails attached to them. As it suggests there, silver tails to red crossette. So the brake's slightly different. Compared to your normal sort of standard crossette. Some people prefer the comic tails on them. I prefer them as pearls personally, but this will mix it up a little bit, so it's not too samey. So that's why I've chosen it. Obviously, it's a 36 shot cake, 20mm bore. Yorgi or Yorg are a decent brand. One of my favourites actually. I don't think they've got a great deal of new stuff out this year. But I haven't really been paying that much attention. So it's category 2, so you can get away with this at 8 meters if you wanted to. But again, it's going to be quite a high brake, so if you can put it a bit further back, I would recommend you do, just so people aren't getting any neck strain from it. There's the NEC on there. There you go, 352.8 grams NEC. It's quite a nice sturdy cake as well. It's got some weight to it, that, so you should always secure them, but that has got quite a bit of weight to hold it down. So they're the smaller ones, and now we have 2 bigger ones. One's more than likely going to be towards the finale, but the Screaming UFOs, that's going to be in the sort of middle of the display. Pardon me. The reason being, you'll see if you see the video, the effects aren't massive. It does fire in volleys, and although I suppose it's slightly fanned, because they're sort of like a whistling effect, they are a bit erratic in their flight path, so it's not going to look as polished. This is more for the kids' novelty effect. So as it suggests on the pictures there, you've got a whistling tail, and then it turns into a nice colourful pearl effect, and I've not seen that in another firework. It's a nice bit of innovation there from Klasek. I think it did come out last year, but I ran out of budget, so it was in this year's. So I'm looking forward to this one. I like my novelty stuff just as much as the kids do. So it's not as offensive as loud brakes, and it'll hold people's attention because the effect is different. And like I say, I've not seen another firework like it. So please research the video online. It's worth a look, in my opinion. It is a bit expensive for sort of duration wise, because it's only 22 seconds in duration. So it is a bit of an extravagance. So shop around. I got a good deal on this, I don't mind saying, because I buy my fireworks sort of off season, and then I collect them sort of towards bonfire night. But that's because I'm in the know, I suppose. So I look out for the deals as they come from shop to shop. So you can have a look at the firing pattern there. You can quite clearly see that some have fanned out, and obviously with it being such a big cake, the temptation is to go, "Ooh, wow, it's massive," but there is some padding out there, just because of the shot spacing. So yeah, it's 66 shots, 22 seconds duration, 20mm bore, and an NEC of 497. And with it being Klasek, they're another favourite brand of mine. The quality is always going to be good. I've never had a bad Klasek piece, so that's my personal recommendation. So check that out, it's a bit different. And then last of all, again, this is it's not a new piece for 2019. This is something I've had my eye on for probably about 3 or 4 years now. I saw this at a demo night for the Firework shop up in Preston. They had a demo night and I went down to it, and this one and which one was the other one? Wow, by what was it, Planet Fireworks? I can't remember. There were 2 standout pieces that night, and this was the second one. So again, I couldn't stretch my budget to both of them, so I did one last year, and this is for this year. Indian Scream, lovely colours, big bursts, nice duration. It would be quite fine as a finale firework. I can't remember the bore size. I'm sure it'll be on here somewhere, so we'll go through it. But obviously, you can see the tubes aren't that long for a finale firework. But doesn't mean to say it will be any worse performance-wise. So it's 100 shots there. I'll try and find the NEC for you. It's heavy as, with it being a finale firework. It's 80-second duration there, as it says, and I presume that means there's 10 different effects within this firework cake. There's some lovely colours though. That's one thing that caught my attention, was how vibrant the colours are, and Klasek do seem to use quality powder. As it suggests there, it's category 3, so you're going to want to have this nice and far back, and there's the NEC there. So it's just under a kilo at 995 grams NEC, and it was produced last year. There you go, it's got a date of production on there. So that it won't be my actual finale, because I've got some bigger compound cakes to fire, which will be on my last video that I probably post. But that will go right towards the end. So that's Indian Scream from Klasek. I did pick up some more bits, but obviously I've waffled on for 12 minutes now. So I will stop the video here, and I will do another one for a later date. So thanks for watching. Please smash a like on the video, and please subscribe if you haven't already. If I get up to 200 subscribers, I will try and do something extravagant. Something a bit different. So thanks for watching. Please, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you on the next video.